Arizona 23, Pittsburgh 27, a neck-to-neck battle of the NFL's finest to complete the 2009 season with the Steelers taking home a record 6 Lombardis, which I predicted. This is the Super Bowl 43 recap, and this is Sexy Sports Talk. After Jennifer Hudson gave me chills after her rendition of the national anthem, I heart her. The Steelers and the Cardinals faced off for one hell of a dogfight Sunday night in one of the closest Super Bowls in history. Big Ben Roethlisberger broke out of his big boy diapers immediately and took control as he marched his squad deep into Arizona territory. Unfortunately for the Steelers, they had to settle for a field goal after 2 unsuccessful attempts to score. Remember, Benny boy, it's not how long your drive is, it's if you can put the ball where it counts, the end zone. Now on the other side of the ball, Arizona's Kurt Warner didn't do much scoring either, as he danced to avoid the brutal Pittsburgh rush. A little added fancy footwork was needed to avoid his backpedaling offensive lineman. It's tough when you can't see your toes, isn't it, Kurt? Trust me, I know how you feel. The first half came to a close with the most amazing play of the game, James Harrison's 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. It was so cool. I was off the couch, freaking out, and then after chugging his way down the field for the longest return in Super Bowl history, Harrison finally got to relax on the sidelines with a few pats on the back and a few blasts from the oxygen tank. For the halftime entertainment, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band dazzled us with one of the most energetic shows in years. With a dinner of Pixie Sticks, Slim Jims, and Red Bull under his belt, Bruce gave us a rock and roll high that a blast of Ritalin couldn't fix. I particularly loved his slide across the stage into the poor cameraman. I honestly thought he was going to give the cameraman a concussion with his crotch. The second half got really interesting, with the Cardinals driving down the field to put up a touchdown and then eventually an ugly safety in the Steeler end zone. That was just really ugly. The Cards gave the Steelers another children-terminating kick when a Larry Fitzgerald touchdown put them up by 3 points. This is when the game got really interesting and hot. It was looking like the Steelers were going to need a new game plan or a new proctologist. Now, with only 2 minutes left on the clock and his balls in his throat, Big Ben drove his Steelers offense down the field 78 yards for one of the most memorable drives to date. It ended with this miraculous catch by Santonio Holmes in the corner of the end zone to put Pittsburgh back up by 4. The catch was seriously amazing. It was crazy. I was screaming. He was just like... As the final second ticked off the fourth quarter game clock, Kurt Warner bobbed and weaved his way into a fumbled pass, a Pittsburgh recovery, and the end of the game. I actually wish he would have thrown a Hail Mary. Everyone loves Hail Marys. But surprisingly, the play skipped reviews as the Steelers skipped into victory. Speaking of referees, this game certainly had its fill of screw-ups, with 106 yards in penalties against the Cards and 56 against the Steelers. I haven't seen that many mistakes in one place since the party at my ex's. Next time, a word of advice for the refs. I say treat the penalty flag like you'd treat a first date. Keep it in your pants. Here's an added bonus for you guys. Commercials! Pepsi's MacGruber sucked. Doritos sure ain't worth breaking vending machines over. It was the worst commercial ever. And Danica Patrick, the nerve to think that someone could get onto TV just because they're hot.
Erika, we're still shooting.
Oh, I'm sorry. So remember, guys, subscribe, comment, and I will see you next week. I'm Erika Nicole, and this is Sexy Sports Talk. The Steelers and Cardinals. Okay, redo. The Steelers and Cardinals. Oh, God. The Steelers and Cardinals face off for one hell of a... And there's a dog. Hi, Chiquita. Okay. Let's get into victory.